So once again, it's field test for the realistic TRC1012. So we've done the servicing video on it a few weeks ago. We've done the on the air test where I put it here on the base aerial and talked to Mr. Chippie in the car. We didn't do that well on that. So it's a 2.5 watt set with a rubber duck aerial. So I'd be very, very surprised if it did the 3 miles that the president yeah, that one. President Randy 3 managed. So Mr. Chippie's going to, we know he's going to work for 1.5 miles, so he's going to start at the top of the hill. So he's not doing the end of the lane, he's not doing Ancaster petrol station, he's not doing Ancaster crossroad. He's going to start 1.5 miles way top of the hill, then he'll go down to Scratchy Corner. He's got the body cam with him, and we'll hopefully amalgamate the footage. Tango 21, just checking you're out there.
Yeah, just come up to the service station.
Roger. So we're going to communicate with him in the car, and then he'll get out.
Yeah, there's still that crackling that's so fine.
Yeah, Roger. We've got some atmospherics today, and it is affecting the way the clarity, but we're experienced enough to know what's a good set and what isn't.
Tango 21 Chippie in position top of the hill.
Roger, got you the top of the hill. So he's in the car, give him 30 seconds, he'll get out of the car and put on the realistic hand portable. Not to be confused with the realistic hand portables from 1981, this is 1991, just before they got bought over by the car phone at warehouse and then shut down. So I think it was a bit of a half-hearted get it out quick. They only sold for $79.99.
Tango 21 Mr. Chippie receiving.
Yeah, Tango 21, you called me before I called you, excellent.
Say again, Range Rover radio audio.
Yeah, you're loud and clear, despite there's a Range Rover going past you.
Yeah, roger that, I'll move on.
Yeah, roger.
Tango 21, Mr. Chippie receiving.
Yeah, Tango 21, you called you, excellent.
Sorry, say again. Range Rover obliterated your audio.
Yeah, you're loud and clear, despite there's a Range Rover going past you.
Yeah, roger that, I'll move on to Scratchy Corner.
Yeah, roger. Position at Scratchy Corner.
Roger, got you in position at Scratchy Corner. Roger, got you in position at Scratchy Corner. Tango 21 calling Mr. Chippie. Tango 21 calling Mr. Chippie. Do you read me on the realistic TRC 1012? Okay, I think I'm just receiving something, Mr. C. Move on to the level crossing, will you please, over? Yes, it is. I heard you say, is that any better? You're what I would call Radio 1. That's now Radio 2, over. Yeah, Roger, that's much better than yesterday's.
realistic TRC1012.
Yep, Tango 21, receiving loud and clear.
Okay, I think I'm just receiving something, Mr. C. Move on to the level crossing, will you please, over?
Yeah, roger that. I'm just walking up to the junction with Scratchy Corner. Is that any better?
Yes, it is. I heard you say, is that any better? You're what I would call Radio 1.
Yeah, well, I'm stood right on the corner of the main road now.
That's now radio 2, over.
Yep, roger that. I'll move on to the lay-by.
Yeah, roger, that's much better than yesterday's.
Roger that.
I'm back in the car. No evidence of the clapping on the handheld, so I just think the woman's got too hot in the car and it's misbehaving.
Roger, well, it might get better as you move on with these jobs because the air conditioning will get it cooled down over.
Yes, it's still very crackly even now, so we'll see how it goes.
Roger.
It almost makes me wonder if some of the components he told us themselves in the heat. I don't know if he's ever told us the tale of that one when you left the car at the airport.
Yes, I had a Shogun on top of the dash of my Nissan Sunny, and I went to the airport, came back 2 weeks later, and the CB wouldn't come on. And then when I took it into the workshop, half the components had unsoldered themselves, were in the bottom along with the wax. We didn't bother trying to repair it. It went in the bin. Are you about there, Mr. C?
Yeah, I'm in position now, over.
Oh, Roger, good guess.
Over.
Yeah, Roger, you need to give me time to switch the handheld on there.
Right, I'm going to give you a bit more talk because you're actually coming through quite well, surprisingly well in fact. So you'll be able to pick a better spot by waggling it around. Tango 21, over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, you're coming through loud and clear to me anyway. Is that any good to you? Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie, you're receiving.
Well, I can't read you. I was reading you before, so I don't know what's changed, over.
Just my position. I'll walk back towards the car, then seems to be working better, to be honest.
Tango 21, Mr. Chippie. Tango 21, Mr. Chippie. Do you read, over?
Tango 21, receiving you loud and clear.
I can tell you there, but there's nothing further than that. So if you can come back to the car and talk to me, over.
Yeah, roger. Well, I'm stood at the side of the car now, so any better to you? Yeah.
Yes, got you back in the car. When you first came out of the car, you were loud and clear.
At that point, there was a car parked in front of me. That went away, so just wondering if it was reflecting off that car.
Absolutely, it was reflecting off the car. There's no point going any further. You weren't readable. It worked better than yesterday's set, and that's an advantage because it's a shortened aerial on that. Over.
You don't want to go and tell, do that?
No, I don't think there's any point. I couldn't read you at that one, and that's quite a good one usually. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I'll say 10 and then I'll see you short.
Roger, see you. Okay, so we've ended up Wilsford level crossing. He was only just readable and I couldn't tell what he said. It was quite readable at Scratchy Corner. So when we did the Alba CBH2 yesterday with the long aerial, this definitely works better than that. This is 2.5 watts, that's 2 watts. That doesn't make the difference. I think the effective radiated power is pretty poor on the Alba, and we'll be interested to see what the Harvard and the Harrier is as we put those through the paces later on in the year. So, yeah, Roger, go ahead.
Yeah, there's no point coming back today, so I'll just go back to the lay-by.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah, start at the top of the road. Yeah, I'll get the radios changed over. 10-4.
Yeah, when I said lay-by, I meant near Wooded. So yeah, I'll give you a shout when I'm passing the service station.
To be honest, you can start from the petrol station because it doesn't matter that we're not going to do the end of the lane because we know it's a mobile set over.
Yeah, roger that.
So pull up on the petrol station. Okay, so that sorted out the next job, which is the we're going to do the on the air test for the Midland 77099. So just concluding with that, so it was the cheapest 40 channel UK realistic they did, and I've never thought that much to it. We've now had 2 miles. Remember, that's the wrong side of a hill, so if we did and we will be doing a good terrain test, it'll probably do 6 miles. But the rubber duck's obviously well matched, and that's the conclusion. So it wasn't the most sensitive receiver. I think it was 0.9 microvolts or something like that. It's a 2.5 watt transmitter, so not the best realistic by a long chalk. So with that, I'll say thanks for watching, and that was the TRC1012 hand portable from 1991, just before Tandys were bought over and shut down.